All right, let's get jazzed up, and here we go. It's a later edition. I had PT today, which I don't record for y'all. That looks like it's probably a bit cockeyed. Let's just double check. This is kind of tough. You can't see the screen I can't see the screen. Anyway, I had regular PT today. During which we added 3 more exercises to the 6 I was already doing every day, and also doubled the weight on some of the other exercises. Was it even? It was more than 3, I guess. We had two wall pushes and a wall punch, they called them, and then another lunge set, which I'll do after this. 9, 10. Yeah, I mean, geez, it's pretty close to like doubling it. I've resized my brace here. It may not be super obvious, but before the part near my wrist was much closer to the forearm, the second strap near the forearm, if you count the first one being the wrist. Because I was starting to worry that, I think I talked about it in a previous video, the forearm muscle here was aching. And generally anybody I talk to about it says, yeah, don't worry about it. It's not part of the wound, it just aches. It's natural, normal kind of thing. Dismissive, and I was just worried because it was probably the more intense sensation. It was closest thing to pain, other than the pain I would get like when I was holding something in a hanging position with this arm. I realized perhaps this, which has a pad, a very firm pad on the other side, was basically sitting right on that muscle. And yeah, generally if something is making that muscle flex and push in on that pad, then I was getting that pain pretty good. Let's see if I can do these here. These are real bitch. They're basically like lunges, except they're supposed to be for stretching my shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway there, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, oh yeah, there we go, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's like doing 20 squats or lunges or something. It's pretty funny. Was maybe, but if I look it up, it didn't even hit 70 degrees in San Francisco. That's like fucking heat wave for us. I'm tired. The PT was like properly an ass kicker, and those exercises are for my shoulder, but they properly wipe me out because I haven't been on my ass. I've been walking and changes the fucking bedtime. Come on. There we go. I've been doing my walks. I've been doing stuff, but something about today really wiped me out. Even if it wasn't a wipeout of a day, this video goes up late anyway because I don't record the PT, obviously. I think I'm repeating myself now. But I just don't let it stop me. This is like one of those proper, like, one day at a time, man, you know? I get through this, and I'll probably go lay down and eventually go to bed for the night. But yeah, PT was good. We doubled the weight. A lot of the exercises are very similar to the ones we're doing here. And doing them with double weight, I wanted to say it doesn't really like change it for me, but they were all very doable in the moment, but afterwards it was a lot more like, oh, that was a workout, instead of like, okay, well, I moved it around and I stretched it, that's nice. All right, let's do the traditional original style recipe. 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 7, 8, 9, 10. I can tell that camera is off. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think my tiredness is affecting me doing these perfectly correctly. I'm feeling it, but I could go deeper. I could do a better stretch and a lot of little things. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No cat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm glad that I have a satisfactory answer to the mystery of that forearm pain. I don't know that it's explained. I don't think there's anything magically wrong with it, or magically wrong. I don't think anything's wrong with it beyond what should be wrong with it, which is that I had surgery and I'm recovering. You can tell I'm tired because I'm like talking in circles. I don't know what I was about to say. It's like one day at a time. One exercise at a time. I mean, these videos aren't even 15 minutes long. And I was like, I had to sit on my little couch with my like pile of cushions that keeps it over my heart and all that, and just sit there. And I was just looking for any reason to delay going up and doing it. And I delayed for about 15 minutes, if not 20. And I remember thinking, if I had gone up and done it, I'd be done by now. That's good though. I gotta go down after this and then I ice it. Got a nice blue ice wrap that I can wrap all around it. And I like, need to get my hands on some form of strap. They have like a Velcro one at the physical therapist that you wrap around it and you cinch it up. One funny thing when I think about that is like every time at the end of my PT, generally we spend the hour, and nobody ever said to me it would be an hour long, but big whoop, it's an hour long. I can tell by context, by the fact that every time I go, it takes an hour. And in the last like couple of minutes, they go, "Oh, do you want to ice it?" And I say, "Yeah, I always ice it at home after I do my PT routine." And they're like, "Okay, good." But in a way that I think is a compliment to the Audrey, the physical therapist. That's my physical therapist at Select PT. She sets me up with the ice wrap, checks in on me. Do I need my phone? Am I bored? Will I be good? Because essentially she, I think then is off or going to lunch, and then hands me off to one of the other physical therapists that's around, and is like, go and get the ice pack off of him after 10 minutes. It's their opinion that you don't do more than 10 minutes of ice. After 15, it's basically a detriment in the sense that the body starts rushing of a lot of blood and nutrients and attention to the iced area, and we don't need that. We have, I'll explain it here. We do 2 more of these. There we go. We got, I haven't put it on camera yet. I don't know that I want to. I don't want people to be grossed out. It's not very gross. It's just like a big cut. I have an incision scar that's that big. It goes right down the middle. It's gnarly. And you have lymph nodes here and here and here and here all over the place. And got this big scar. The lymph nodes are impaired right where the scar is. This lymph node is impaired by all the braces. General flow in the area is impaired by the brace and the straps and the wraps. And so if you're over icing it and a lot of fluids are trying to get in and out and figure out what's going wrong, they can't. But I used to have bruising all down this arm, this forearm area, gone. A little bit of bruising on the radial, gone. I still have a yellow bruise, no longer purple, right above the elbow. That's gone. I've got a raised lump of a bruise on the forearm side of the elbow on the scar. That's almost gone. And it has a twin up here on this side of the elbow. That's almost gone. The rest of it looks good. The scar is very soft. None of the tissue is hardened or in any negative way. We tested for that today. I realize that sometimes I can't differentiate between a passing pain in the incision wound or like a pain in the muscle and damaged area, repaired area. Nobody tell the therapist or doctor, but I picked up my nephews tonight, with the arm on, with the brace on, arm straight, everything. I grabbed one and picked him up, and I thought, oh wow, that's absolutely doable. Then just held him with the left arm. He was very happy for that because he always wants to play spaceship where I fly him around. I put him down, and then of course here comes the older one. Me too. And I thought, well, that went really well. Let's just be careful, and pick him up. Make sure to, compensate a little bit here. This arm's just for guidance, so I don't lose him. And I walk around, and his mother, my sister, is just like, "You're not supposed to be doing that." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're not wrong." But sometimes you're just looking for that little plateau, that little victory, And so I put him down, and I sat down, and I had just a very, very minor hey, that was not a pain, but it's sometimes you grab something heavy in the gym that's not at your limit, but you're yeah, it's pretty heavy, And so I was okay, I'm going to stay off it. The guideline I've been following that my therapist gave me is unless I do something that hurts and then that pain doesn't go away, then, you're okay. You didn't fuck anything up. And that's definitely where that landed. 10 minutes later, I forgot I even did it as far as sensation and such went. So, yeah. I feel better just talking about it. That's funny. The beginning of this video, I was it'll never end. Now I don't want it to end. But, yeah, let's call it. There's always tomorrow. We'll talk about some more interesting things, maybe. Oh, no, there's the kitty. She's clawing my butt. Okay, I got to get out of here.